Good afternoon, Sword Family. For the people who saw my winter ad or my introduction video, you might recognize this area. That was like a year and a half ago. So I thought, why not come back here, do a video I've been meaning to do for quite some time. And that is a video showing the differences between the Japanese style of sheathing a sword and the Chinese style. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. First, we have the katana. And I have to apologize because I am incredibly rusty with sheathing a Japanese sword. But this is one of the ways that I was taught how to do it. This is obviously not the only way, and the style I'm about to show you with the Chinese swords is not the only way. But it is one way, and I'm mostly here highlighting the differences and the similarities. So, to do this properly, you have to have the sword actually drawn first, and you're going to cover the scabbard with your hand. Then you're going to pinch the sword between your thumb and forefinger, and you're going to drag the blade until you feel the tip go past the webbing of your thumb and forefinger, and then in it goes. So, let's do that again. Cover, pinch, drag, and in. Do a side view. Cover, pinch, drag, and in. So that's the Japanese, that's a Japanese style. I shouldn't say the, that's a Japanese style. So next, we're going to show the Chinese style. Draw the blade. Now, biggest difference here is you're not covering the scabbard like you were before, but you're taking your thumb and covering half of the scabbard. And you're going to set the blade alongside, but horizontal to the opening. And you're going to use the thumb, or the nail of your thumb, to feel when you get to the end, and in you go. We back up, and we do again. Draw, feel with the thumbnail until you get to the end, and in you go. Side view again. Cover, thumbnail, drag, there's the tip, and in. This is obviously my Qing Dynasty Jian. So let's do another one with a slightly different style, the Tang Dynasty Jian. Same basic idea, But the difference is that this sword is only sharpened maybe the bottom third of the blade. But it's still half cover, nail, turn, and sheath. So, back up, half cover, nail, drag, and in. Side view, draw, half cover, feel with the nail, drag, and in. So that is the Chinese style. But lately I've been doing a lot of videos with my Hanjian trainer. I believe there is yet another way, but you need a very specific kind of scabbard. That is the Hanjian. Now, you look at the scabbard here, it's kind of a diamond shaped as opposed to the flat one that you had before. So to do this one, and I know you've seen me do this in earlier videos, you're going to take the blade and rest it in that little recessed area, drag, and I don't know if you can hear that. I'm going to try and get it close to the microphone. You can hear when you get to the end. And then you just sheath it. So, back up and draw, rest the blade, drag until you hear the click, and you're in. Side view, draw, see that? But you can only do that if you have that kind of scabbard with that kind of recessed diamond area. And you just drag it down until you hear the click, and you're done. Now I have one more. This is the same kind. This is the LK Chen Magnificent Chew. Also Hanjian, but it has the same kind of scabbard, only there's no metal shape. It's all wood. But it's still the same thing. So it's just rest, drag, and you're in. So again, back up, draw, rest the blade on the scabbard, draw it back, and you're in. Side view, draw, rest, drag, and in. Draw, rest, drag, and in. There you go. 3 completely separate styles of drawing and sheathing a sword: Japanese, Chinese, and Han Dynasty. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. 再见。